Welcome back, everybody. We're about to kick off Kirby's Dream Land, so I'm going to hand you over to our lovely runner.
Hello, it's me. For once I run pretty early, once again in the marathon. But yeah, I would say let's kick this off. There is a few things to talk about in Kirby's Dream Land, but not that much. But yeah, I would say let's just start this in 3, 2, 1, go. So, of course, Kirby, easy jump and runs, right? Well, they are actually most of the time. But the speedrun is a different story. So the main thing is there is an RNG manip that I'm not that familiar with. I can do part of it, but not all of it. That literally goes through the whole game, and it saves like 2 or 2.5 minutes. It's crazy if you can do the whole thing. So yeah, but we have our first mini boss, and that was a catch. Nice. So, Mini Bomberman there, he can either do what he just did, giving me a third bomb right away, or he can not be as friendly and making me work for that one and jump a little bit around first, which is just a net time loss of like 8 seconds. And yeah, you can kind of manip him, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Even when you think you did the right thing, you probably missed an input somewhere. But yeah, let's go up to our first boss here, Wispy Woods. Good old friend. We know him out of basically every game. He can spit air, he can just do nothing for a bit, or he can give you apples. The apples he gets to the face, and that's the first stage done. In regards of mini bosses, I should have probably mentioned, most of the stages have mini bosses. They just have 3 HP instead of 6 compared to the bosses. There is one stage where there is none, and we only have a boss, but that boss then has 9 HP. But yeah, we are in Lololo Castle now. Some characters out of, I think, several NES games. Some puzzle adventure games with Lolo and Lala. The two dudes you see. Well, the dude and the dudette, I should say. That push around things in their puzzle adventures. Yeah, we will just see them pushing around boxes in this, and we have to suck them up and throw them back at them. Because that's how Kirby rolls. So, in the boss fight here, we have both. It would be nice to get a double, or at least... Oh no, this is not good. That was like the worst pattern. I couldn't get around them to actually make use of that additional box that I got there, sadly. Now when I have it a bit higher up, that's perfect. So I want to be able to stand here, because we just drop into the star like this. Going pretty okay so far. If I could have skipped the cycle there, would have been really nice, but... happens. This game has a decent amount of RNG for such a short game that is not puzzle related. Yay, puzzle games. Anyway, stage 3. And we have cannons and stuff everywhere that want to make me sweat here, and they actually can do that right now because I'm fumbling a little bit around apparently. That's a good deboost though, I take that. So yeah, this is the one stage where we don't have a mid-boss or a mini-boss, however you want to call it. We just go straight to the final boss, and you will also see me try to not be in the floaty form too much, because it's kind of slow. And if you do that, just spit out. Also curry skip, good old meme. Because that curry there is everything but useful. Oh no. Too much lag. Can I get this? Nice. So that's a pretty tight jump there at the end. You want to have that dive into the enemy. I also didn't talk about the dive yet, even though I do that since stage 1. So when Kirby falls a certain amount of height, he's gonna go into that dive. That dive is gonna kill enemies, which is pretty good. Otherwise we get damaged, which is not that good. Okay, I always forget this boy's name, or girl, or... I don't know. I'm not gonna guess the gender of a hot air balloon. But yeah, that's it. We have a little bit of an air fight there. With the peppermint power up. I'm gonna get to talk about that after this, or in this stage. Not after this stage. After this stage is gonna be the boss rush. But yeah, the bubbly clouds, home of everybody's favorite Krakow. aka for speedrunners, that's not the case. Because Krakow has a lot of RNG if you didn't get the RNG manip until here, and I certainly did not get it until here. So, in this room we just want to get rid of most of the things because, yeah, these Waddle Dees with their laser eyes kind of make the game lag. And every sprite, like, after there are like 3 sprites and Kirby, it just starts lagging kind of a lot. That's not good. But hey, we have 69,420 in the points. Let's go. We gonna get to Baby Krakow. Which, yeah, it's not that much of a pain yet. It's not RNG, it's just dodge the boy and be good. Then throw the Waddle Dee back to him. I don't know why Krakow uses Waddle Dees as fodder for everything and ammunition, but hey. Whatever floats their goat. Okay, here, jump directly into the star, because you don't get it if you don't jump. So, to the power-ups, because now we have a lot of time to talk about them. We have the peppermint. The peppermint just lets you use breath the entire time. You don't deflate when you use your breath. Which is a pretty cool attack. I would actually like that more for the next part, because the curry here is a bit annoying. But hey, it also works. The curry just lets you shoot fireballs, I guess? I don't know. You can't really see it in a Game Boy game that well, what it should be, I guess. Yeah. It just lets you shoot, but you deflate if you shoot while you are inflated, which is not as good as the peppermint. One thing we will not see during the whole run is the lollipop. The lollipop basically makes you invincible for a certain amount of time. You can't just walk into everything and neither take damage. Most of the enemies you just kill. Oh, I was not looking at my screen there. So yeah, we need Waddle Dees, but he can either do the dive, do this laser attack, or just stroll from left to right, right to left in the top. I don't mind taking damage here because we get a refill before the boss rush. Yeah, that's about an average Krakow if it goes on like this. Just give me the Waddle. I wanted to get him while he's down there because the Walk of Shame. Everybody that plays Mega Man and knows Mega Man knows the good old Walk of Shame. It just takes forever every time, even though it's just like 2 seconds. But it feels like eternity. So, we get to the boss rush. Zelda, do you have something to say? Because we are gonna be fighting very short stages and some bosses over the next like 2.5 minutes.
Let's see here. I have €10, €10, from Ugyu saying, I couldn't make it in time to submit any runs for BSG Annual, but I still wanted to give some love to charity. Also, Kirby is cute. And I also just want to quickly remind people that we have some incentives. First of all, coming up as the first one, we have Spiritless Pauline, which means that our runner is going to fight the Pauline, God, I know what I'm talking about. Basically, it's gonna be a fight without any spirits, and it's apparently one of the hardest things in the whole game. So if you want to see that happen, we're about halfway there. We also have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy blindfolded pinstripe fight, which we're also about halfway. So if you want to see that happen, get your donations in.
Exactly, get your donations in. It is for a good cause. So, I was fumbling around a little bit in Lolo and Lala, but that's fine. I should not lose that much health over the boss rush. If I do things correctly. Also, the waiting room there has the best music in a game that already has way better music than it has any any business having. Sorry, my throat was just a bit nervous there. Okay, we have RNG boss number 2. It's Krakow again. So far he's somewhat behaving, but... So the best case would be he just stays on one side and just throws waddle dees at you, but yeah, that's not gonna happen as we see. I don't mind him doing the dives, honestly. It's better than him waiting around or doing the laser. Cause the laser takes forever. Okay, he nearly lured me in there. So, last boss. Of the boss rush, at least. Because we still have the real final boss, best boy, DDD. Oh, no. Okay. Could have actually used that deboost if I did it properly, but it's fine. 2 health should be enough for this. Did I talk too early? No, I did not. Okay. I'm just gonna faceplant into DDD and do this on full health. I don't want to lose this fight after like a minute. Cause that's not cool. Okay. So DDD can do a few things. He can use the hammer, which we want to see. That's the fastest. He can do this, which also generates me some stars, which I'm very fine with, because everything that generates stars is good for us. We can throw that back at him. Then he can do a sucking attack like this, because, I don't know, this game has way too much suck abilities. And there is the dive. I don't know, I'm just gonna call this the dive, I guess. Where he's just diving into you. But yeah, for tech, it's time to get ready on time on the last hit. So when DDD is getting hit the last time, it's time. Come on, DDD. This is so bad. Okay, one more. The next hit I get is gonna be the final hit, and that's time. Well, that was like 1 minute above my PB. That was still a fine run, to be honest. But yeah, that was Kirby's Dreamland. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and of course, stay tuned here for the next run. Oh, no, sorry, first an interview. I forgot that. Right. That was all the talk the past 15-20 minutes before the run that I heard in a year, and I already forgot. But yeah, I'm gonna give it back to Zelda then. Have a good one, guys.
Yes, as you said, we're gonna go over to an interview with Dagobert, and then we'll be right back with some Smash Brothers, so stay tuned.